All right, y'all, and welcome back to the weekly punt. This is the Week 3 preview episode of the 2023 NFL season. It is Thursday, September 21st, 2023. 49ers versus the Giants on Thursday Night Football tonight. That's going to be a great matchup. Standings all stay the same. This is a back-to-back episode. The recap was posted last night, if you haven't seen it yet. Here we go. Tonight, Thursday Night Football, all the standings stay the same from last week. Let's get right into it. News from around the league. Cam Akers has been traded to the Vikings. I've seen, fantasy-wise, I've seen a lot of people dropping Alexander Mattison in favor of some other less valuable running backs. I can definitely see that if Cam Akers takes over a lot of production and touches. Just not right away. I don't think he's going to have a huge impact week one, especially while he's still learning the offense. I think long-term, for sure, you're not going to want Cam Akers or Alexander Mattison on your fantasy football team. But good for Cam Akers. Going to the Vikings, that's a solid pickup for them. Another great running back in that room. The Rams, I don't know what went on with Cam Akers and the Rams. He's a good running back. I don't know what's going on. Just hope this is finally how he gets his career on track. He can finally start playing football every week. Moving on, we have Chandler Jones on the non-football illness list due to a personal matter. This was a big story over the offseason. Chandler Jones was not able to get into this team's facilities. They took away his pass to get into the gym on his little player ID card. That was a big story. He used to be a great player. Age kind of caught up with him. He's not so great anymore. He does still have that potential to be a great player, though, especially week to week. If it's a personal matter, I hope it all gets figured out for Chandler Jones. If it's the team fucking him over, then fuck the Raiders. Down here, Thursday Night Football, 49ers versus the Giants. The Giants are going to be without their star running back Saquon Barkley due to that little ankle sprain that he experienced last Saturday versus the Cardinals. Look, the 49ers are going to win either way. The Giants' chances significantly lower without Saquon Barkley. Even an injured Saquon Barkley is it's their best offensive player. That's all for the news. Let's move on. Week 3 predictions. Thursday Night Football going on tonight. New York Giants versus the San Francisco 49ers. There is not a doubt in my mind that the 49ers are going to pull this one out. 49ers look amazing. Brock Purdy is pretty damn good. The Giants, especially without Saquon Barkley, I just don't see them getting the win tonight. We see the Titans versus the Cleveland Browns. I'm going with the Titans. Fuck the Browns. Tennessee surprised me. Derrick Henry quietly having a pretty good season. If Ryan Tannehill doesn't throw 3 interceptions like he often does, the Browns and the Titans, it's going to be just a mid-game. Nobody's going to watch it unless you're a fan of the Titans or the Browns. I expect the Titans to pull that one out. The Lions versus the Falcons. I think this is going to be a closer game than people think. I am going with the Lions, though. Jared Goff is going to get his no interception streak back on track. They've had an amazing game versus Seattle. Detroit is going to pull out the win versus a very mid-Atlanta team. I could definitely see Bijan Robinson having a good game. He is a dog, but I don't expect the Falcons offense to be able to keep up with the Lions. Green Bay versus the Saints. Another mid-game. I'm going with the Saints. I'm kind of iffy on this one. Jordan Love is playing amazing for the Packers right now. Consistency-wise, I kind of just like picking the Saints more. I don't know how I feel about this Green Bay team. Broncos versus Miami. This is the easiest pick I've ever had. The Dolphins, the Broncos fucking suck. Shout out to my coworker AJ, Broncos fan. They fucking suck. Miami is going to run all over that Denver Broncos defense. No question about it. Chargers versus Minnesota. I'm going with the Vikings. Kind of iffy on this one as well. I could easily see this going either way. It's just going to come down to penalties and other basic mishaps throughout the game. I do think the Vikings are a more consistent team than the Chargers. That's why I'm picking the Vikings. The Chargers are great or they're awful. They are nowhere in between, and the Vikings are pretty steadily okay to pretty good. Jets versus the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots. Shout out to my coworker Pablo. He is a big Patriots fan. Zach Wilson, not going to win a football game. New England, solid. You expect him to win a couple. it's just going to be a boring game, even though it's a division matchup. Washington versus Buffalo, pretty easy one, going with the Bills. Josh Allen and that Bills team looked electric last week versus the Raiders. Washington is 2-0. They look absolutely amazing, but I just don't see how Sam Hill and all those guys are going to beat the Buffalo Bills. Houston Texans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going with the Jaguars. Jaguars are absolutely amazing. They are this close to beating the Chiefs last week. Got down into the red zone within 10 yards of scoring. They just weren't able to capitalize off of those chances. I don't see a repeat happening, especially against that Houston defense. They only have one good defensive player and one good offensive player. They're both rookies. Indianapolis versus Baltimore, I'm going with the Ravens. The Ravens looked pretty damn good in that game against the Bengals, unfortunately. The Colts are mid. They're going to be without Anthony Richardson. I just see the Ravens coming out with that one easily. We have the Panthers versus the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. The Panthers are ass. They are absolutely atrocious. Seahawks are that really good to average team. They're just consistent, kind of like the Vikings last year. If they get lucky, I could see them having a 14-3 type record, but no, not going to happen. Just going for Seattle against the Panthers. Kansas City versus Chicago, very easy one, going with the Chiefs. A lot of easy picks this week. The Bears suck. Their offensive coordinator is awful. There's some trouble brewing. Justin Fields was blaming his coaching staff in a press conference. You just never want to see that happen. Dallas versus the Cardinals. It's the Cowboys, no doubt in my mind. The Cardinals are the worst team in the NFL. That Cowboys defense is going to decapitate Joshua Dobbs. Not literally. Joshua Dobbs is going to get hypothetically murdered on the football field. Oh, no. Steelers versus Vegas. I'm going with the Raiders. I don't like the Steelers. I don't like how Kenny Pickett played. I don't like how Najee Harris is so fucking slow. Going with the Raiders. Raiders are just mid. Jimmy Garoppolo. I've never even seen the Raiders play this season yet. They've had no highlights. I can't believe I'm going to be forced to watch that on Sunday Night Football. Yeah. Monday night, we have 2 games again this week for the second of 4 times this year. Philadelphia versus the Buccaneers. I'm going with the Eagles. I could easily see the Buccaneers coming out with an upset in this one. Just the Eagles are the better team. They're going to play better. Justin Fields, great player. Cincinnati Bengals in their first primetime game, the later of the 2 Monday Night Football games. This is the Super Bowl rematch that everybody has been waiting for. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I swear I'm not just going to pick the Bengals every week, but that Rams team doesn't look very good, defensively especially. Puka Nacua, that Rams wide receiver rookie, is absolutely amazing. It's going to be an offensive game, hopefully, if Joe Burrow figures out how to fucking play football again. Fuck! I'm just kidding. I do expect the Bengals to bring that one home, though. If they start out 0-3, the season's over. You will see me hanging myself right behind me there. I'm just kidding. That's all my Week 3 predictions. Hoping to extend my record. Maybe my goal is to get above 30 wins by next week. That is all. This is one of the funniest quotes I've ever seen. I love Mike McDaniels. He's a great guy. Saying, dude, I play with Legos and found a girl to marry me. That's hard. Beating Bill Belichick is easy. Yeah. It's fucking hilarious. I love this guy. He's funny. He's one of the best coaches in the league. Yeah, that is all. Pretty quick episode for today. Preview episode is really just about getting the picks in so I can recap them in the recap episode and show up all the clips and all that. So, that is all. Thank you all for watching. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Stay tuned for the weekly Punt recap episode coming out next Tuesday, hopefully, maybe. Not too good at the whole scheduling thing. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of y'all's day.